Ain't it awful?
Who's ready for a car review?
Of gray, gray morning, gray evening, gray day, gray faces talking shit on TV. What is this? How can I believe in it? Nobody there in who we can trust. Tell me please who made this choice for us. Silence outside the stars boxed in cage. It's like our deepest fears are now a blind breaking. Have some sex, have some weed and absinthe. Live everything on the outdoors. Stay frustrated, constantly shown. Sleep bored. These are the rules, primitive minds. This chemistry controls the highs. No need to run, no need to crawl. We are about
Well, guys, we have a new Fox. Now, before we get started, I just want to let you know this doesn't change anything about the RustY box. This is just another one adding the collection, and I promise you right now, it's not the last. So what do we got here? This is a 1991 LX Hatch. Original paint. I am the second owner. It's a dual plug, mighty dual plug, 2.3 automatic. Performance wise, it has nothing going for it, but the condition of this car is nothing short of astounding. I mean, for 28 years old, this is the original paint. Albeit it's not perfect. But, I mean, come on, guys. Look at this thing. This thing with a pushrod 302 and a T5. Some gear and a really nasty exhaust. And we're in business. So anyway, let's break it down and I'll tell you guys a little more about the story about this car. All hail the mighty dual plug. Stock as a rock. This car's in remarkably good condition. You still got the VIN tags. They took undercoating to a new level, my friend. You cannot touch any of this car without looking like a chimney sweep. But yeah, no. Been driving her a little bit, getting the kinks worked out. Obviously, this is not a long-term drivetrain, but until the RustY box is up and running, I'm not going to screw around with this. I don't need... not screw around with it, but I'm not going to be doing any swaps on it because, let's face it, having one car that doesn't run is depressing enough. I don't want to. Plus, this one, you know, it's nice to, even though it's slow, it's still nice to have a Fox to drive nice days and stuff. Hey, when do you still see them with the hood insulation and the working bulb? I mean, the guy really loved this car, and it definitely does show how low mileage it is. It's a little bit ghetto, you know. It's not the right battery or how it's supposed to go in there, but that's all no big deal. pretty happy with that. Under the hood is really clean. Shock towers, firewall, everything looks, well, I mean, obviously it was barely, if not ever, winter driven, and like I said, this thing has just been rust proofed to hell and back. It's almost a pain in the butt to touch it. It's got Toyo Extensas all the way around. They're in really nice shape. They're not dry rotted, nothing. Really happy with that. The interior is about as clean as you could expect for a 28 going on 29-year-old car. Little bit of sagging there going on, and there's a little bit of electrical tape holding that door handle onto the panel. But I mean, the dash, the carpet, it's the seats, like, it is a very, very clean, very, very well maintained car anyway. Like you can see, there's no putty. This is the original paint. That isn't rust, that's rust proofing. These are all tags for different years that it's had its rust proofing protection, and stickers that have been removed in the meantime. This you'll get on any car that was sold in Canada. Yeah, it's got AC, electric windows, cruise, and that's about it. I mean, when I say everything works, come on. The ashtray is not even broke. Ugh, automatic. Original radio. Sorry about the lighting. 115,000 kilometers. So I don't know, if I look at 115 on my speedometer, that comes to about around 70. So 70,000 miles, rough estimate. It's got some sort of a, sorry if I can get this camera to focus. It's got a Viper alarm system that we'll be pulling out. Another pedal box job I'll have to do one day. But she is in remarkably good shape for her age. Yeah, that's right, I have one LX tip on it. It's got this little damage on the bumper, and the top of the bumper is sun faded, but I mean, it's even still got the original dealer badge. And the taillights, this thing has had a Sherlock marking for insurance purposes when it was new. So I know that all these parts are original to the car. You know, they did it on all of them. You know, even just look at the condition of the emblems. Taillights, it's one of the cleanest set of 10 holes I've seen in a long time. And you know it's an old man that bought this car, because I haven't seen one of these since the 90s. I mean, he had every little piece of protective trim dealer option that he could. This thing is remarkably clean. It's not the best lighting, but you get the idea. This thing is a rust-free example. And I don't know if you know, but in Canada, that's like very hard to find. Don't get me wrong, I paid up for it. I didn't steal this car by any means. Still got the original exhaust too. Everything to make it gutless. It's got some issues, like, let's not get me wrong, like it's a bit sunburnt and it's just a little surface rust. Windshield has one tiny little rock chip in it, but I mean, you really got to look for it. There's some condensation in this headlight, but I mean, these are what I believe are the original lights. I mean, they're not perfect, but for 28 years old, it's pretty darn good. You know, your typical wear and tear. Well, alright guys, you've seen the new car. Actually, I've had this car for a while. didn't mean to keep it from you, just was busy with other things and didn't quite know when the right time was. Yeah, I bought this car about beginning of June, I think it was. Anyway, I've had it for a while now. I've driven it, not much, just around here and there, but I've really enjoyed it. The plans for that car, not too much. The plan is we're gonna drive it and enjoy it as it sits, do a little maintenance on it. It needs front brakes, could use a tune-up, a few little stupid things like that. The long-term plan for that car is going to get a T5 swap. It's also going to get pushrod 302 EFI. The RustY BoX is going to be my carb setup. That one's going to be my street strip car. This is going to be my strip car. But I'm not touching anything on that car except for, like I said, brakes and what I need to do to it until this car is running, driving, stopping, making hits, making passes, having fun with it. I don't want to have two cars that are in project mode at the same time, not just yet, you know. I don't want to get ahead of myself. I am searching for another Fox. Yeah, I know, I think I've lost it. I don't know, I figure 5, 6, a dozen, whatever my wife will let me get away with. But you know, it all comes time, money. Solid ones are more expensive up here and harder to come by. I don't care so much about nice, I care about solid. Little rust doesn't bother me, but I don't want to deal with any rot. We got a RustY BoX, we don't need a RustY BoX 2 or 2.0 or whatever. Anyway, so the long-term plan for the green car is that we're gonna get it EFI. We're gonna have fun with it. Start with a stock 5-liter EFI setup, the whole wiring harness, everything. Excuse me. And but for now, we're just gonna drive it and enjoy it. Right now, I'm trying to locate some heated storage for it for the winter because I only have one car garage here. Yeah, but for right now, I'm just driving it and enjoying it. Kids are having a blast. They love going for little spins in it, and the thing burns the tires. In an upcoming video, we're going to take it to the track before the track closes this fall. We're going to see what that dual plug goodness is going to put down, and it's going to be cool because, like I said, I really don't have much experience, and I'm itching to hit the track at least once this year with that car because obviously we're running out of time on this one. We're not going to stop. The garage is going to be heated on the RustY BoX this year, but yeah, no, the plan is we're going to hit the track with the green car. I'd like to do it a couple of times, but with work, family, and stuff, I don't know. I don't have any tracks real close, but we're going to go hit the track, and I promise you guys, we're going to film all of it in its splendid glory. And yes, I promise that it does do burnouts, and I am going to smoke one tire. And if it breaks, it breaks. But the goal is to take it to the track and get it home under its own power, even though there isn't much of it. But yeah, no, so long story short, I'm really happy with the car. Been enjoying it a lot, but most of my time is still spent on the RustY BoX. So in the next video, we will be revealing the name for this green turd. And thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. We'll see you on the next one.